Howdy y'all, here is another weekly Rust investing video. Let me just jump straight into it and tell you what skins will be this week's best investments. And so, basically, the basic rundown for this week is that it's a pretty lackluster week for investing. However, there are still like 3 quality items out there to be invested in. And besides this, my opinion still stands on the previously released items such as the scrubs and the fogger. So if you want that in depth, make sure to check out the previous investing video. So now I'll just jump right into my top 3 picks on what will be this week's best investments. Okay, my top pick for this week is going to be the Molten Village large box. This is honestly one of the best looking large box skins I've seen, so that will contribute to its profitability as an investment. As well, the detail with the glow and the devil skull on it, or whatever you want to call that skull is, the chupacabra skull if you're from where I'm from, and then you'll be familiar with what a chupacabra is. But anyways, the glow and the skull and the detail all contribute and come together to make it a really good looking item, and this item and that fact that it looks so good will make it a pretty good investment overall, so it should be a very, very, very good investment. However, oversaturation is still a problem with this, as with many other items that have been released in the Steam community, or in the Rust item store. Okay, so my second pick for this week is going to be 2 items actually. It's going to be the Punkish face mask and the Punkish chest plate. These contribute to the Punkish set being my second pick for this week. And since the clothing bits and AK has already been released for it, this will be an important thing to contribute to the already released parts of the set. And it would be important to invest in this as more and more things of the set can be released. For example, with the release of the AK and the showing of the shotgun right here, that there are more items to be released for the set, so that will lead to future profitability. And keep in mind that oversaturation does not play as big of a role in this item due to being the being one of the least lot bought items out there. But still being a mediocrely bought item, so that could still be a factor, but I sincerely doubt it will be a factor. But it will be profitable because, once again, it's detailed, it looks good, and people have a thing for skulls. Like, skulls sell well, and like the face mask, the detail of the face mask with like the skull face and like the evil face on it will also contribute to it selling as well. So that's why this Punkish set as a whole, I think, will be a great set to invest in. Okay, so my third pick for this week is actually going to be a bit of an odd one because I'm not normally a big fan of placeables, but this is one of the best placeables, or one of the better placeables that I have seen to invest in, and this is the Cobalt personal locker. It's honestly one of the coolest looking locker skins. There's not many locker skins out there, so that also contributes to it being a great profitable investment, or a future, and has a lot of future potential to profit as investment. As well, it has to do with the Cobalt theme, which is important to Rust, and it's part of the game itself, so that contributes to it being a good investment. And the fact that Cobalt's on it just skyrockets it, because if you go look at other Cobalt items on the Steam community market, then that will contribute to it being profitable as well. And for example, if we just take a look at the detail of it, we can see the Cobalt magazine and the Cobalt detail right here, and it even says beer on it, so that could definitely add money to it, because people like beer and alcohol, so that's also just a neat little factor. And the little scan thing that's on it also contributes to it, the detail, which then again contributes to its profitability. And so that's why I think the Cobalt personal locker is going to be a profitable investment. Okay, so this week I'm switching it up a bit by going over every single item and why I think they will not be good investments. For example, this castle double door, the detail on it is very, very lackluster. Like, it's not really worth investing in because it's pretty much just literally a reskin of the basic door. This is not much different overall, and I don't see why anyone would really want this in there's not very many double door skins out there, but the ones that have been released are still better looking than this one, and they probably may be cheaper overall because of the Steam community market and how items tend to dip in price. So I would stay away from this one because I just don't think it looks very good, and I don't see much profitability potential in this item. Then there's the Caution Revolver. The Caution Revolver, it's really meh in my opinion. Like MEH, meh. It's not anything very special. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Like, it's pretty average actually, not pretty good. But I don't see anything special worth investing in. There's better Revolver skins out there that can be invested in and that can be bought for this price, and it just doesn't look very good. I do see that there are gloves with it, so it does have potential to profit from the release of Caution gloves, but I really don't think there is much profitability potential to be added with this weapon, and that I don't think it's worth investing your money in, especially if you don't have much to invest in the first place. Okay, then there is the Dia de los Muertos garage door. This is an iconic event within Mexican culture, and it's very important to them, so that could contribute to its profitability, but I really don't think that that's too big of a community for this to warrant being profitable. But it's still a good looking skin nonetheless, and if you do celebrate that, happy Dia de los Muertos. I believe it was celebrated November 1st, November 2nd on All Saints Day as well, so happy that, and celebrate the dead. And I don't celebrate that myself, although I do align with that. But anyways, I don't think it'd be a very good investment because I don't know how big the Mexican community is of Rust, if there is one. So that's just my 2 cents on that item, on why I do not think it would be a good investment. Okay, so I'm just gonna have the Warlord hatchet right here, but talk about the Warlord set as a whole. It's pretty good. It's pretty good, but it's nothing too special and really worth investing your money in. They aren't bad looking skins, and I do see there is one thing with these items that I do see that will be majorly important to its profitability, and that I think this Warlord set has a lot of potential to be added upon, and that means profit. So these could both the hatchet and the pickaxe, which I think the pickaxe, in my opinion, does look better than the hatchet, but I'm showcasing the hatchet. But I do think that it will look much better than compare, or it will be a great investment due to the future potential of the set, and that there can be more items released a part of the set. So that is just why I think that would be better investments. So that's about all I had to say about this week. Hopefully you liked my overview of why items are both a good investment and a bad investment, and why I'm avoiding certain items. And so basically, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, then please do let me know in the comments below. Please let me know in the comments below, and if you have anything to say, come join the Discord. I will actually talk to y'all and do anything. And if you want to be updated weekly on what I think the best Rust skins investments are as fast as possible, then please do not hesitate to subscribe. And all in all, good luck to your investments for this week, and I shall talk to y'all in a future video. Sincerely, DroBlue.